do do do. Uh, uh, uh. Appreciate you for the scribes. Okay. Reading. Sorry. Going to sleep now. Thanks for the music while you go to sleep. E minor 11. I don't know, 11 chords. So here's E minor. And there's the 11. Because the 11 is the 4. There's the E minor 11. I'm taking that chord progression and running with it. Jackson Masterson. Technically, I'm improvising. Improvisation is just creating stuff on the fly. So technically, I am improvising. Most times when people hear improvisation, they think about solos. Can I subscribe back to you? Clicks the button. Go to channel. You like 12 years old? You just got a subscriber for me too. Appreciate you. Just for engaging in the live stream. Why not? How you like as young as you are but know about an E minor 11? And lost a subscriber. Haters. So crazy to me. I was just at 2908. Subscribe to me. I think this one video about the E minor 11 before, so. Oh, you've seen the video about it. Yeah, I mean, you know, chords are chords. But that's an E minor 11. I do that shape all the time when it comes to stuff. I don't know if you actually saw it. It's many different ways to play it. So that's the one. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's another place to play it. That's a stretch. Y'all don't even see the stretch. get a subscriber in like 10 minutes. I think people hate me. What, y'all want to hear some rock music or something? Drake is my favorite rapper. I don't know, Freebird. Everybody always asks for Freebird. I should really know that song at this point. You know what I'm saying? Everybody always asking for it. I wish I had another device to look it up on. Uno momento. I am going to look it up just for 1 second. It's a very easy song. I don't know it off the top of my head. I just always have to listen to it. Sorry. We got YouTube ads. I gotta pull it up on YouTube. If I play it, you gotta bring somebody in here to subscribe to me. Because if I don't get a subscriber, then I just play the song for no reason. Yep, that's the whole thing. That's what I remember. glad that I've been helpful. One of my favorite things about the guitar is that it's nothing but shapes, right? Like what I just played right there is an A major shape because here's my A major chord. If you know what A major chord is, open, two, two, open, open. You take it up a half step, you playing an A sharp. I'm playing the exact same shape. Of course, it was open at first, but now I put down the first fret. So 1, 3, 3, 3, 2, 4, 4, 4, 5, 3, 5, 5, 5, all the things. You could take those shapes and adjust certain notes in them if you know the notes in them. And like you know what the scale degrees are. I like to say scale degrees instead of letter names because it's easier. So like instead of saying 3, 5, 5, 5, which is the fret numbers, I would say the scale degrees. I'm in the key of C, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. So I really played 1, 5, 1, 3. I can make that 1, 5, 7, 3. Make it a major 7 chord, major 7 shape for my A shape, major 7 shape, right? Whenever I'm in this shape, I know I could do certain pull-offs that will stay in the key. Like, that's a hammer pull-off combo. All of those notes would have been placed while I was playing the chord, right? So I'm playing the chord. That's a go-to one. And you could do that for major and minor. So here's the minor shape. Except it wouldn't be on that fret anymore. I was going to say the 3rd fret. It's technically not. It would be kind of like the pentatonic shape. So knowing my scales, knowing my chords helps me know my embellishments, but also just using shapes to my advantage helps me know my embellishments. So when I'm here, and when I learn one, I just apply it anywhere. So I could play that chord. Like, let's say the chord progression is the chords for Crazy, right? Crazy by Gnarls Barkley. Had to establish the groove first, right? Starts with a minor 7. I played that same hammer for on feel. I got a major 7. Got that same hammer on feel. We didn't talk about the E shapes, but E shapes, if we're fully laid out, like all 6 strings, technically for this E major 7 shape, it's really a A flat major 7, but I'm in the E caged shape, right? Technically I could do the same hammer on feel from the A minor, just because of the way how the chords are laid out. It's the same. It's all in the same area, so it still works. When you try to do hammer-ons, it's not as loud. Do you need to build up the strength to do similar bar chords? Sort of, yeah, over time. One thing that I did to get my hammer-ons loud, I did a lot of hammer-ons and pull-offs all day long. Like, I just wasted time doing them. I would be watching TV, but I would be playing guitar at the same time as watching TV. I wouldn't really be learning guitar, practicing guitar, or like playing like my favorite song, but I'd have the guitar in my hand. So I'm watching my favorite TV show, and I pick the note, I hammer on, pull off, hammer on, pull off. And I'm just doing that all while I'm watching TV. That's just index to middle. Index ring, index pinky. For hours on end. Until my hands would start hurting, and then I'd have to take a break. I would do my hand stretches afterwards because I don't want to damage my hands and develop arthritis when I get old. You know what I'm saying? So I would do that for hours on end. But my index finger was anchored when I was doing that. I developed the strength in order to not only have my index finger anchored, I'd anchor my middle finger. So now I'm doing middle to ring. Middle to pinky. Same thing, ring to pinky. And eventually my hand got stronger, but hand strength is something that just like comes over time. You know what I'm saying? Like as a guitarist, we're not, as a beginner guitarist, because I teach a lot of beginners, one thing that I often tell them is like, your brain is not used to controlling your hands the way how it is. Even your fingers, they're not even used to using all the muscles that are in them. Like one of my favorite things to do with like the first guitar lessons, I always have people like point their pinky at their fist and point their index finger at the other fist, kind of like how I'm doing, and switching them back and forth. And like most times they can't do it. Like they'll get befuddled like how I just did and have two pinkies pointed at each other and two index fingers instead of switching. Kind of like having the "We Come in Peace" thing and trying to switch those. All of those things, they're kind of like hand games, but they really like make you control your hand, connects your brain to the fingers of your hand in order for things to make more sense. This is a whole bunch of like hoopla that really just helps you get better at it. You know what I'm saying? But so yeah, that's something that doesn't just happen over time. I remember when I met my favorite guitarist, my favorite child guitarist, because she's about the same age as me, so not like my favorite guitar role models who are like older than me, but like somebody who's like my same age that I saw on social media that I was like, they're amazing. I got to meet them in person. I remember when I met them in person, her name is Melanie Faye. She was like, I remember when I didn't have the strength. And I was like, wow, you used to suck. Like, I didn't believe it. But of course, everybody starts from somewhere. So it definitely all comes with time. So. That chord there. I'm trying to play this chord. That's E flat. A flat. G. Stories about gigs or the music industry for days. I've been gigging since 2018, so it really just depends on what you're interested in talking about. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you about my first corporate gig. I don't know if you know about corporate gigs, but corporate gigs are like when you're hired from a booking agent, and usually like they'll book you for the entire year. Depending on how the band structure is set up, you can play at a lot of different places, right? Oh my, I have diminished. Most times if you're doing corporate gigs though, like more than likely you're going to be doing weddings, and they're always going to be playing the same set list. And it's always like the same set list. Like it's so draining about how the same set list is. It's usually an Earth, Wind, and Fire set. Oh. Playing Let's Groove, playing Do You Remember? Oh. Can't play that. But yeah, those gigs, they're always playing the exact same things. I remember when I had my first corporate gig, I had no idea what to expect. So corporate gigs, usually they book you out for years in advance, right? So you'll know your entire schedule for a year in advance, and this is beautiful because you're getting paid upwards of anywhere from like on the bare minimum $300, $400 to the most I got for a corporate gig was like $850 just for one night, 4 hours of music, if that. You know what I'm saying? So my first gig was in Alabama. My first corporate gig was in Alabama. Appreciate you. And I had no idea what to expect. I couldn't make it to the rehearsal, but they still booked me anyway, right? I was in a 13-piece band, so it was like 3 horn players, 4-piece rhythm section, maybe 5-piece rhythm section, so that makes 8 because it was probably like 2 keys player for some reason, guitar, bass, drums, 3 horns, 5 vocalists, and I was like, wow, this is one of the biggest groups that I've actually played with that's doing cover songs. And major. I had no idea what to expect, so this was my first time ever gigging with them. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna do whatever I do, right? We had to meet at early in the morning, maybe like 8 a.m. Yeah, 8 a.m. at a Kroger parking lot. And we drove to Alabama all in the same car. So they booked a van, and we just took that van and just went to Alabama. I got there bright and early, 8 a.m., right? Wearing a full suit, ready for the gig. Nobody else is dressed for the gig. I'm the only one that didn't bring a change of clothes. But they were like, oh, we traveling? I'm finna be comfortable. Some folks wearing pajamas. Some folks are wearing sweats, of course, got their headgear on, do-rags, bonnets, all the things, whatever they sleep in, got a neck pillow, got a blanket. I'm sitting here, I got my fedora, my black music hat, wearing my chains. I'm wearing a full suit, waiting on the gig to start. The gig, we meeting at 8 a.m., but we don't even perform until 7 p.m., 7 p.m. to 11 p.m., and then we got to head right back afterwards. But it was smooth. I think that gig paid $400. It was my first corporate gig ever. From that moment, I've learned never go to a corporate gig that is going to be an all-day affair dressed. I'm never going to none of those things. I'm never going to any of those things dressed. But it was with my first time with that band, and I gigged with them maybe like 6 times after that, and it was really just to get me acclimated to the corporate lifestyle because the person who hired me was looking to start a whole nother band underneath that regime. So underneath that branch, underneath that business, because they got booked so much that they needed more people to more bands to fill the slots, more musicians to fill the slots, because every time the same 13-piece band wasn't always available. So I started doing corporate gigs in 2021. Ever since then, I probably stopped doing it. I think I did maybe 3 last year. I do not like corporate gigs. I'm not a fan of them. They have you booked weekend after weekend after weekend after weekend. And you would think that would be fun, right? But it's not always your friends. So it's not always fun. And you're going every Saturday consistently, booked every Saturday consistently, but it's paying like fair, but it's your whole Saturday going. Don't let you work a 9 to 5. I work a 9 to 5. I'm a high school guitar teacher. Monday through Friday, I'm barely home because I'm out teaching the kids how to play guitar, doing the gigs on the side, doing all the things, lessons, rehearsals, all the things. And then I get home thinking I'm finna enjoy the weekend, but I gotta travel to Chicago this weekend. I gotta travel to Salt Lake City this weekend. I gotta travel to South Carolina this weekend. I gotta travel to this place this weekend. And it's honestly beautiful, but it is very taxing, very tiring. This is the same chords to Die With A Smile. How do you get into that? You really just gotta know somebody and just hopefully it'll line up perfectly. I would look into corporate bands. Just look up like corporate party bands and you can DM them. More than likely they have an Instagram, more than likely they have a Facebook page because they have to promote themselves. to booking agents who are looking to book them, right? You could DM them and ask if they will audition. I've never tried to get shows to NACA, but I'm interested. Is that, I'm looking it up because I was going to ask, what is that? NACA. That didn't pop up properly. That showed fights. NACA booking. Oh, college booking? Like getting gigs? Music booking, maybe? Because that still didn't pop up. Yeah, college bookings. I've heard about it. I have heard about it, but I've never really explored it. I am interested, though. You had success with that? If you've had success with it, put me on game. Person that also asked me to play Voodoo Child. I don't really know it that well. It's really tuned to E flat, so I really should have did it a half step higher. Apathy? Have you actually looked it up? Or have you just heard me play it on the live stream? I was playing around similar chords to Apathy earlier. F. You haven't been in NACA, but your boys gotta open it for Young Gravy. Because of NACA. Your homie ended up looking into it and they have conferences. Yeah, so another story time. When I was in college, I attended Tennessee State University in Nashville, Tennessee. Huge fan of attending college in Nashville, Tennessee, because that's Music City, right? There's a lot of different studios and a lot of different places that you could go and be a part of. I technically interned. I had 5 internships while I was at Tennessee State. 3 of those internships were paid out of the 5. 2 of them weren't paid, but it was honestly smooth. One of my favorite internships was at this, I wouldn't even know how to explain it. They called it like a gym, GYM, like fitness gym, but for music. It was called Home, Helping Our Music Evolve, where it had you didn't go to TSU. Don't cap. That's crazy. What up, Tiger family? But yeah. There was this place called Home. It was off Main Street, kind of like in East Nashville. Home, Helping Our Music Evolve. It had a rehearsal space, a music studio, and a stage, and it was a membership organization pretty much. So it operated based off of the members. The members hosted events, they booked the venue for whenever they needed anything, like if they needed to have a rehearsal space, members got discounted rates. So the rehearsal space would be like $20 for members if you had the membership, paid the monthly membership fee, right? If you weren't a member, it'd be like $50 to book the membership space. Bro, so you know me then. If you played tuba, who are you clicking on this? Because that was around the same time I was marching. Oh, what up, bro? Yeah, bro, you definitely look familiar if these are your videos. I played trombone 2016 and 2020. I was drum major in 2018 and 2020. I'm looking around to see if I got anything TSU related in the studio. I got my Grammy, technically, for TSU's album from that time frame. Hold up. I hope that you're the one. Oh, if not, you are. I should really get this framed. It came in this cardboard, and I just cardboard and like the protective layer, and I just looked at it and I was like, oh snap, turn. But it say TSU at the bottom, Tennessee State University. You know what I'm talking about? Grateful for that time at TSU. It definitely taught me a lot. But the whole premise of me talking about TSU was to talk about home, right? Helping our music evolve. While I was working for home or interning for home, helping our music evolve, we one of the members hosted a seminar about NACA and about how to get college booking and how that's like a lucrative place, like a lucrative spot to actually be a part of, a lucrative avenue for bands to be a part of, and in order to get paid and things of that nature. Appreciate it. But that was after I graduated. Technically, I was just around Nashville a little bit. I had a gig in Kentucky, so that was the reason why I had to go back to Nashville, Kentucky, and to Nashville and Tennessee and Kentucky. They're like neighbors, right? So we were rehearsing in Nashville. And we used to have to drive from Atlanta to Nashville for those rehearsals. That was around the same time they were working on the album. I walked into the studio with the people who were working on the album. I was hearing the songs before they were even completed and all the things. What up, Zay? Appreciate you. I walked into the studio around the same time that they were working on the album, and it was literally just like awkward because you would hear the incomplete project, and they were like, "You got your guitar?" I was like, "Yeah, it's in the car." They were like, "Go get it. We need you to play like some African style chords on this song." And I tried to play some African style chords. It didn't make the album, but I was still in the room the whole time. You're visually impaired. How are you watching YouTube? So what was I saying? We were watching, I was listening to the album. I was sitting in the background. Those guitar licks that they were asking for, they didn't make the cut. But I was still in the room waiting, just listening to the whole song develop. And there was a part where they were trying to sing, and they didn't have a bass singer. So I was just there in the room. They were like, why don't we just ask him? He got a deep voice. And they were like, you can sing? I was like, I can hold a pitch. They were like, that's all we need. And they just had me sing 2 notes. And I made the album. I got my credit. I technically am accredited on the album, so they gave me the ooh-wop shabam for it. So technically, Grammy Award-winning musician, Grammy Award-winning background vocalist. I don't even sing. You know what I'm saying? I sing in the shower, but... Devin. Devin went to CSU too. Bro in the chat said he went to CSU, played tuba in 2017. I was like, dang, so I should remember you. I clicked on the profile. He kind of looked familiar. You know what I'm saying? But 2017 was huge. Y'all freshman class in 2017, it's like thousands of y'all. I don't think I'm gonna hit my 3K subs in this live. I've only had 300 views. Nobody has subscribed. I got 10 subscribers from those 300 views. I probably got more, but people unsubscribed at the same time. I think people hate me. If y'all know somebody that would be willing to support the journey, definitely share this live stream with them. Any fellow musicians that you know that likes music. Where am I at now? I live in Atlanta. I'm wearing a New York hoodie. Like, I actually got this hoodie the same time I visited Devin. Devin lived in New York. The same time I visited Devin, and I went to New York last May. It was almost a year ago. But yeah, I'm in Atlanta, teaching in Clayton County, gigging all around Atlanta. I got a band, doing all the things, street performing. I was supposed to street perform today. Didn't even know about it, forgot about it, and saw the message when it was like 5 minutes before it was time to do it. And I was like, well, too late. I got a goal this year, though, to make some tracks, though. So if you're trying to collab, hit me up. You know what I'm saying? My tag is the same tag on all social media as Paul Neal Music. So I got a few tracks that I've already created, guitar tracks, that is, that I'm trying to develop into full songs. This is one of my favorite ones. I'm probably going to drop this in a month because it's actually called April Nights. Tad? I know a guitarist named Tad. He a part of a group, duo called Arcos. That should have been on C. I was trying to do a diminished lick. Okay, cool. I guess I don't know him then. But it ain't nothing to meet him. I like meeting new guitarists, jamming with them, because they be showing me licks that I've never done before. Minor. Appreciate you. Too much. I'm glad you actually told me because I don't have Instagram on my phone. I try to stay focused, right? But usually when people tell me that they hit me up on Instagram, I don't re-download it. I just get on the actual website. Sense. Ooh. Man, all I do all day long is practice. Literally, that's all I do all day long. Practice and perform. And even while I'm performing, I'm technically practicing. I have recently heard a gospel song at my nephew's Black History program. They were singing a gospel song, like they had an elementary school choir. And I was like, yo, I need to learn that gospel song. It's I just wanna praise you forever and ever and ever for all you've done for me. Gospel. Chord movements. Major. Because it really moves. That chord progression freaking smacks on my mama. And like that's like a fun progression to actually like practice and like think through and like make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? I like that riff that I added to it because it shouldn't have worked with every chord. But it did. I didn't mean that. Devin, man, you remember when I first started playing guitar? Do you remember that? Like, I'm not him. I'm not the dude who first started anymore. I'm nowhere near where I want to be, but I am not. I'm not here. I'm not that guy no more. I remember I was struggling trying to even make this make sense. Oh my gosh. I'm going for another original. One E and a two E and a three E and a four. One. Two E and a three E and a four E and a one E and a two E and a three E and a four. One, two, three, four. One, and what? Nope. There it goes. That was luck. See, caught it. Yeah, 3K subscribers might have been a stretch. I'm gonna change that to 2915. If I can get 2915, I'm feel a little bit more happy that I got somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So boom, 2915. How about that? New pinned post. Boom. Oh. I played a few originals tonight. It's my first release song. play it for a sub as long as you sub. I don't even know what that song is. Victor Soy. You're gonna make me look something up on YouTube. Don't have me look this up and I play it and you ain't even subbed. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't have me do it. Cause I'ma do it. But if you don't sub, there's not really much that I could do. Oh, there's no, I don't know any songs. Is this a TV show? Could you give me a more specific song and I'll do it? I just want to know what you really want from me. You know what I'm saying? So until you give me a specific song, then I ain't gonna even do it. Do it for the gram, do it for the tube, do it for the live. I ain't gonna do it. Is 3 subscribers hard to get? I just need 3. 8 people watching, or all 8 of you? 9 people watching, or all 9 of you subscribed? That's what I want to know. I'm gonna start playing some covers. People subscribe to cover songs. I think that's what it is. What do I feel like playing? Say man. After Last Night, Bruno Mars. Anything for you. Wet and Wild. I gotta actually listen to the song though. I don't know that song. I don't know what that song sounds like. Oh, Silk Sonic. Sorry. Muting that. We don't need YouTube ads playing in the middle of my live stream. Okay. I know this song. These chords smack. I don't know this. Okay, that's it. was trying to mix both of them together. That would have been a challenge. Where I'm at. We hit the goal. Lost it. Oh, nope, that's too far stretch. Of course, different places of playing it on the guitar. Anyway, though, I appreciate y'all for tapping into the live. I don't even know how long I've been live. 1 hour and 11 minutes. I don't know why I felt longer than what it's been. Maybe because it's 11:30 in Atlanta right now. But anyway, though, y'all are real. If y'all want to learn about guitar, I teach guitar. If y'all want to jam, I love jamming. If you want me to learn a song, send you some stems, or like play on your track, send you some stems. If you're trying to hop on my tracks, let's do it. Anything music related, I love that. If you just want to have conversations, hit me up. I'm on every social media platform underneath the same name, Paul Neal Music. That's LinkedIn, Facebook, TikTok. I don't even got TikTok no more. YouTube, Apple Pay, Cash App, Venmo. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I'm going to hit you up, bro, as soon as I hop off the live. Pleasure to actually see your name, too. Like, it's rare that we have these opportunities to talk, but you are on the live, so. And I hear our 5's birthday is coming up in like a week or so. So, yeah, man. Anyway, though, peace out, Girl Scouts. Hold it down, Cub Scouts. We out. I'm out. I'll actually end this. Boom. That's not how I end this. Boom. That's how I end